I'm literally so incredibly comfy cozy right now. I just had a feast. A feast, to say the absolute least. I had, what did I have? I had a chimichanga. I had a taco. I had hella tortilla chips. And I had a can of peaches. That is literally best life known to man. Wow. I started off the day so right. I say start off the day as if it literally isn't 1:14 in the PM. Yikes. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I've done I don't have to focus on how much I got freaking done. I'm literally supposed like my first and foremost priority, it is winter break. It's supposed to be chilling. Like before anything else. So let me stop the clock. What? But I was thinking, so I think a lot about I ask so many people this in passing because I'm always trying to get ideas for like where to take this whole era. But I always ask people, I'm like, what do you think it would take the world to like turn upside down? And I don't mean like in a like dystopian way, but like yeah, like a utopian way. But I think that would be so lit. So I was like, do you think it would take like a massive, because okay, here are the ideas that I've gone through. I was like, it could take a huge natural disaster or the earth having like some sort of very terrible reflection of like some place would have to go completely underwater. Probably like Florida. I should not be laughing. Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Can I post this? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, anyways. Yeah. I think it would be so crazy. That would be so terrible. Or I was thinking everyone would have to like go on strike and then I say the world, but I more mean like America, considering like it's just like a Western fucking superpower and kind of the handles that it has on so many other like regions is just like insane. So I'm like, I feel like a very large change like in here and like fucking like London and like I don't know, like fucking UAE and like Israel, like all like large westernized areas turning like upside down, like in structure, like things being well in the sense that like it's not like some can do well and everyone else to hell. Hey, that rhymed. Well, that was also sinister, so let me not focus on that. But wait, what was I saying though? Um, but it's just like I think about this a lot because oh wait, and then wait, I didn't even go through the other ones yet. So then I was like, would it take like a really big strike and then everybody but then I was like, yeah, like everyone just stops going to work. Like every single person stops going to work. But then I was like, well, I was saying that in consideration of the fact that there are a lot of people that do not have the resources to not go to work. So I was like, okay, and then people finally learn how to like, yeah, build community, depend on each other. That's more like an after effect, like a downstream effect of something else. Cause I'm like, there would have to be something like, because yeah, all people like socialized in Western countries do not have like as much like empathy. Like there are just like yeah, as you can see, like the world would be so much different if that weren't true. Like I think that's just like fucking given. That's given in the first place. But it's like what was I saying? But it's like whenever wait, what the fuck? Um, my head's low key cold. I've literally been chilling in this ball cap for like 24 hours. There we go. There we go. What was I saying? What's the fuck? Long story short, well, short story long, but long story short, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah. But then I was like, yeah, I thought of the fact that like people, if it really depended on it, I feel like people would not end up being able to rely on each other. Because also everyone's like fucking like brain dead from electronics. So I'm like, we like don't stand a chance. Nobody know. Like we got to get on like our like homestead, like cottage core, all that bullshit. We need to get. We need to, yeah. Like we gotta level up. I'm sorry. That's why I'm like, my biggest dream is to live off the land. Is to be able to live off the fucking land. I want to like make enough money so that I could buy a largest plot of land and never have to pay a cent for it except for like bills or whatever. I don't know. Even then I'm like, maybe if I just like give people, yeah, that would be so nice. So for, oh, but that's not stable income. Oh my God. Oh my God. Because I was like, maybe I'll like sell things just at like a farmer's market. But imagine, yeah, there's like a natural disaster. Ugh. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know. But then I was also like, okay, so I mean, yeah, just like any large happening that would make the world turn upside down. But then I'm reading this book called Physics of the Future. It's by Michio Kaku. I don't know if I pronounced that at all correctly. I want to look it up low-key because yeah. High-key, large pet peeve of mine is pronouncing other people's names wrong. I meant for myself, but also for other people. Like, if you don't make an active effort to pronounce people's names correctly, like, I don't know. Rubs me the wrong way. What the fuck? What was I even saying, though? Wait, what was I saying? Oh, but basically, I'm thinking about the fact that, like, because there was some figure, it was like science, like the speed that like yeah, like science is advancing, or like scientific like literature, like in any form, is like increasing. I fucking forget. This is so vague. Not even vague, but like you'll get the ordeal. Basically, it's doubling for every XYZ amount of years. I think it was a decade. Don't quote. Yeah, no, it was like a decade, because it was like short to the point that I was like, like I was shocked. I was low key taken aback, but then, yeah. Long story short, like 10 years, but basically it's like, wait, what was I saying? Yeah, they're just talking about so many like technological advances. So this book was made in 2011, and they're predicting for 2030, 2070, and 2100, whatever. Yeah, by term or phrase. Anyways, so it's so crazy to me. Wait, what was I saying? It's so crazy to me because I'm reading about all these, yeah, like technological advances and whatnot, and I'm just, the whole time I'm thinking, I'm only on the 30th page right now, but the whole time I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, all of these things, I feel like well, so many of them have been, like, made and, like, popularized, which is so funny to me because I'm, like, reading this in 2023, I'm like, what the fuck? But, also, it's the fact that, like, I was thinking about the fact that, like, for all these technological advancements to be made and popularized, especially with, like, yeah, considering if they're popularized and, like, kind of take over the market and they become, like, inelastic products, like, no matter what, you are going to have to buy them. So basically, companies have full reign on whatever price they want to charge. But if that happens, then it's going to take such a toll on the environment to the point that the world is just like going to fold in on itself. And that's what I was thinking the whole time up to now, until I realized if technology is advancing at that fast of a, oh, wait, here, no, there was a whole middle piece. that I didn't even touch on. But basically, I was thinking, I was like, fuck, I'm like a dirty consumer. Like, wow, like single use plastics, like I'm literally killing the environment, XYZ. But then I was literally thinking to myself, I was listening to myself like make this, yeah, like one video that I made yesterday, because basically the whole purpose of making these videos is to be able to talk to myself and have it on record, because I always am like, fuck, I wish I was recording this. But it's like, wait, what was I saying? Oh my god. Okay, wait. Um I can't stop looking at and or playing with my nails, because they literally have not been painted in so fucking long, and I just painted them yesterday. And I love how reflective the color is. I really enjoy this, actually. I really, really, really enjoy this so much, actually. Like, this is such an enjoyable experience for me. What was I saying, though? Question of the hour. Question of the eon. What? What was I saying? That's so upsetting. No, it's gonna come back to me, because I already told like the whole lore about it. So like I feel like I'd have to connect the dots. It's just my mind's on like auto freeze. It's not even a word. It's like showgirl, but no, that's making me forget it even more. Okay, wait. Oh, but then I was thinking, if technology is advancing so fast to the wow, love life, live laugh live. But if technology is advancing so fast at the point that it is convenient, yeah, continuously making people's lives across all ranges more convenient, of course it takes so much longer to reach people with less access, like financial access, like social access, XYZ, all of these resources. But if it's advancing at the rate that those things are being more like, yeah, like provided in like a larger volume, and um then like we are eventually going to have lives that are more convenient. And if things in like the market system with like the workplace and all that, just people's like overall capitalism misery, if that stays the same or gets worse, our lives are going to be so much more convenience that we're going to be like, we can do so many of these things ourselves. There is no need for literally like half of the jobs, like literally half of the jobs. If more people focus on fucking resources and the land and each other and building community, we will be able to have better lives, and then the world will turn upside down. Oh my god, wait, the whole middle piece was XYZ dirty consumer. And then I was like, it literally is so unproductive for me to tell myself that, like, yeah, literally just like be so like weird about it, because I'm like, I know inevitably right now making like so many big like environmental changes, I wouldn't literally just immediately be able to like do every single thing. But I'm like, by just being so like weird and like, because I'm realizing like another form of being defensive is self-pity a lot of the time, because there's a very big distinctive difference between empathizing with yourself and pitying yourself. And I feel like, ooh, at least how I'm seeing it, how I use self-pity. Because I feel like if you see self-pity as, I don't know, this is the whole thing that I hate, or kind of love hate. The whole thing that trivializes communication is the fact that words are just socialized so differently. And I think about that a lot also, because it's like English is one of the few languages that has so little nuance or so like such disconnected nuance. Like words have such different connotations. Like and other, oh my God. Anyways, what the fuck was I saying in the first place? Anyways, I was like, that is so weird for my first feeling to be pity, because every time that I pity myself, I know that it just allows me, whenever I feel solace within myself again, that's whenever I equate, yeah, like my action on that thing to. What? Yeah, that's what I equate my action on that thing to. Like, whenever I forget about the self pity, then I just move on with it. Like, I forget about it. And I'm like, I can still be, like, I can be critiquing my, like, worldly interactions without just immediately, like, harping on myself so that I'm unproductive with the thing. If I just admit I have things to work on and I have things that I am not proud of, but if they are things that I keep in my realm of consciousness as things that I am like, I am autonomous within my decisions that I make to contribute to or actually be progressive in the, wait, what? Or wait, contribute to and be progressive in like actually like curing to a degree. That's why I feel like a big part of like, I feel like this is what gets me. Like, I so understand why people say like we shouldn't worry like that much about our habits as consumers, because like it's mainly like these big companies that are contributing to these things. And like I understand where people are coming from, but I also feel like a lot of that is coming from us pitying our position in the world, which is so fair. I feel like in situations like those, like self-pity is literally so intrinsic with being in like societies like these. But it's so important to not let that like pity keep us from empathizing with ourselves and realizing at the end of the day, whenever these things with the companies are solved and remediated, the world, how we operate in it, still needs to be developed to work in a symbiosis with the world that we want to, yeah, like actually see. So it's like no change is too small. And not to say that like people should be like shaming themselves on their lack of ability to do this, or that everyone should be held to like a standard. Because once again, literally matters of access. Like, of course, the people that can fucking take the time and like wash all of their dishes and do all of these things so that they can use like glass Tupperwares and like so that they can I don't know, like fucking never like get takeout and whatnot, are going to be people that have more access to the ability to change their like environmental behaviors than people that yeah, like families with like two parents that work like 10-hour days and whatnot and like pack their kids' lunches in Ziplocs. Like, it should not be like any sort of shaming or like undermining, because there are so many people that are literally like, it's everything comes back to, down to being like a matter of access. Like, no one's way of living should be critiqued without also contextualizing their ability to get all of these things. And I don't even just mean a matter of access like financially. Like I also mean like fucking especially within like the built environment, because I'm thinking about like the fact that so many people are like, why do you guys still eat takeout? What do you do? Blah, 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 XYZ, or like fast food. Like, it's so gross for you. Like, it's so bad for you. Like, the fucking work practices. Like, yes, oh my God, all of that is so important. All of that does make so much sense. But also consider food deserts, like food apartheids. Like, be legitimate with, like, I feel like, yeah. Yeah. And so much of the time, it's people that have not perfected there, like if you have a place that you are able to say that, like if you are in a place where you are able to say that to other people and like low key shame other people for that, then if you are not literally a gold star across the board with every single thing, I don't ever want to hear it. And even then, it's like, if you are basing your understanding of people's ability to do something off of your own ability to do it, then you are never going to step into someone's shoes as them. You're stepping into someone's shoes as you. And so, like, I feel like people underride empathy as being as revolutionary as it is. Because I'm like, very genuinely, the only thing that will allow us the society that we want to see in the future is building community. And if you cannot start by empathizing with other people, we are never going to be able to come together as a unified conglomerate to be able to make the change that we need to make. Like, very genuinely, like, if we cannot come together as a people, we're not gonna, like, I don't like phrasing things like that. Long story short, if we come together as a people, we will be able to see the things that we want to see. We will be literally mobilized infinitely if we can actually talk to each other as people before we do as workers, as consumers, as all of that. Understand where people are coming from and understand that literally anything you can do is something that you can do. But, I don't know. Love life. So long story short, I was like, low key, like, I don't know, like, I start, like, whenever I stopped, like, self-pitying for that minute, like, of, like, self-defensive, like, thinking, because that's, like, the self-defense in the subconscious, but then, like, in my conscious mind, it's coming up as self-pity and, like, shame and guilt, but, it's me being like, you know what, because this is a feeling that I have kind of manifested into something that's productive and sustainable, such as empathizing with myself, but also then allowing myself the grace and time to be able to make the changes I want to change. I was like, there's a lot of things that I can actually start doing just like in passing for the environment. Like, I don't recycle as much as I need to. But also recycling, like, is so fucking corrupt. But it's also, like, a little bit of that stuff does go to fucking wherever the hell. But then I was like, okay, wait. Like, yeah, recycling's got it fucked up. And then I was like, oh, I could use it for, like, an art project, XYZ. But then I'm like, oh, I'm always keeping something for an art project. But then I was like... But then I was like, if I get a big enough box, I can hold so many things. I just need to look it up on Pinterest and see what I could do with water bottles. Because I'm like, I go through them by the, like, million. And I'm like, reduce, reuse, recycle. I don't know. And I'm like, no matter what, I'm trying my best. And even if my impact is so slight, me doing... if my impact is 0.000000000000001, wait, I don't even know how many million people there is on the planet. I think it, well, still, whatever, what? Because, like, okay, wait. Okay, whatever. I don't need to think if we're fucking weighting by strata, bruh. Because, like, still, commercial fucking waste and all that is, like, probably, I want to say, like, what's the statistic? It's either, like, 50% or, like, 70%. Some bullshit. But, yeah, if I'm point whatever the hell, 1, but I could be point whatever the hell, 0.5, that doesn't make sense to, like, the general public. Because that makes sense in my mind, because that's how I'm visualizing it. But, like, that does not make sense to, like, say. Okay, basically it's like, if Oh, this would have been so much easier. It's like, if I won out of a billion people and every. I love an analogy, but whenever the analogy folds on me, I low key folded on the analogy. I'm gonna keep it so real. Um, what was I even about to say? It's like, it's like, whenever, imagine, like, why? Okay, okay. Like, what? It's like, oh, this would have been so much easier. What the fuck? It's like, if I do reuse something instead of having it go into the trash and into the landfill, that is just one thing less in the landfill. Literally, it was there all along. Okay, whatever. Anyways, this book is really, really good. Highly recommend. I'm also reading another book called White Oleander that I very much enjoy. I told myself, I was like, I'm only gonna bring four. I'm only gonna bring four home, and I think I only, oh no, okay, wait, no, this wasn't okay. Wait, okay, I brought seven, but that's not like terrible because one of them I already told myself I was gonna bring this one. No, I let myself do five. It was like a spur of the moment decision, but I was like, yeah, no, I'm about to be like low key. But then I was like, I know if I bring too many, I'm just gonna overwhelm myself with how many there are. Because I like reading like three books at a time, but I put so many into rotation because I like mix and matching. But then it comes back to low key bite me because it makes me very nervous to see like a lot of just things in passing. So I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, world. I don't know. But yeah. Okay. I'm going to go and I'm going to read. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. And I haven't even started this one. I'm excited. This one's about, Apple after Steve Jobs passed, and I am so into as of current like business based books because I'm like, first of all, it lets me know the window of like what the fuck is going on, and then oh wait,